mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. Light skin, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, high swing, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short.
Let's go, Kamara.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
No.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Taken in at the 11. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ready.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Fight, 97.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Play, they kind of feel my damn rhythm now. So let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's go now.
Let's do this.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Red, cycle. Red.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
What partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Shot, 17. Blaster, 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go.
From the
Here we
34
go.
now, here's 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. Set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Set.
Got to
Ready.
imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
We hit everything we hit that ball.
Claude Ray. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Peyton up the middle. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Edo Blue. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
Let's go.
Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Bad spot, man. Bad spot. I'm in a bad spot.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black shot. Strike. Check. Strike.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This ball complete to Rager. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Down.
Back to throw now on first down. Going up top for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strike 2. Blue striker. Yellow, go. Set up.
They'll set up a throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
We had the winning halftime celebration. Let's get that ball up too. I just slow the shit out of my hands.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Get it, bitch, nigga.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pass.
Let's go, defense.
Saints will have the football.
Again.
This is taken up
Defense
past the
has came
30.
through for us,
And that has to
man.
be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime
Again,
talk,
defense has came through for us,
points of
man.
emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Just find the crease,
Very
man.
often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Okay, ready?
Now a first down carry. And it's
What
out. He
the
put it on the
fuck?
carpet.
You see how man was finna do
That ball was
me?
knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops
Did that hoe say fumble?
It's almost like baseball.
Tell me that hoe did
Guys
not
at
say
bat,
fumble.
People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
What's wrong? Go down there and score. Why is you playing? Go down there and score.
Will come out to the 20.
Go down there and score. Why you playing? You trying to do big play shit.
Stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Black Ultra.
They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be
doing
intercepted.
the same shit I'm doing.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the
He out here doing the same shit I'm doing.
At their own 22-yard
Trying to go for that big play.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Doing the same shit, bro. Sorry now. We both sorry now.
But the safety bit him.
And he'll learn
I might be a little better.
the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. Stockton, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Good game, though, man.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Go red. Smash red.
Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
White lock.
Fortunately,
What luck.
Football back, because trailing here in the
What
second
luck.
half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost.
This game is
their
getting
chance
crazy,
to score
bro.
points.
This shit
But the
getting out of
opportunity
hand,
for
bro.
the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able
This
to
shit
get
is getting out of
possession.
hand, bro.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's
What are you gonna do?
15-yard pickup,
At this
but
point,
it'll
I'll
go
take
to a
the
fourth
points,
down.
goddamn.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people
The way
call
it's
it
been
gutsy
going,
type
I'll
of a
take them
throw.
points. You
I
need to
think
put
he
them
looks at
points
it
in,
as,
bro.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the three from a starting field position like that. Three's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
That little bitty bitch definitely got something, man.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Almost looked bad.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Steal. Check steal.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now. Smash. Smash. Right. Right.
Here's second and 8. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down,
They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Can't do nothing, man.
Come on, stop.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Miller, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here we go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 42 yards. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Falcons 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Blaster, stick.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. Ritter will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but